Stephen is a program manager. He's a contractor in London. Been in the industry about 20 years. He says, my kids have grown up now and I'm now able to travel and work away from home. I'm fed up with hearing from all my colleagues who have gone on these great adventures in Europe. I'm interested in going to Germany or the Netherlands. Is there any advice you guys can share?
I would really research any kind of overseas move or overseas work type scenario before actually doing it. You know, quite often we get the case with people, you know, they think it's a great idea, they go along the motions, gets to the serious part, and unfortunately it doesn't work for them. So I would say really do a lot of research, look at accommodation, look at your flights back home, how often are you going to do that? Does it really work for the family? Okay, children might have grown up, but does it work for the wife or partner? And have a really good, long, hard think about it, and maybe talk to some friends that are doing it, have done it long term, and just get some really sound advice from them as to, you know, the pitfalls and the pros and cons, basically. Clearly, there's plenty of companies out there like us in the UK that will provide you with some great advice about moving to another country, and you know, try and help you as much as possible with regards to settling in. But I think the best research will probably come from you digging around and actually, you know, exhausting every possible route, every possible problem, every possible scenario, and just making sure it's definitely right for you. Absolutely.
And I would also say, Stephen, you know, as Mark said there, you know, go out on the weekends and visit some of these cities. I mean, also, I'm not sure if you speak any other languages. Of course, most of these places will conduct their business in English, but equally, if you don't have that local language skill, in some organisations, that might be difficult, more so that even at the lunchtime, you know, that where you might not feel familiar unless there's other people who are from all over Europe who also can conducting business or talking in English. The other big one, of course, Stephen, that's really important for you to make sure is the tax compliance as well. So I won't go into that today, but you need to think about making sure that you're compliant and you're paying your taxes in the correct place. And again, there's companies out there that can help provide that, and we can obviously help with that as well. But I think, as Mark said, you've got to be really 100% sure, because you know what you don't want to do is end up going out there for a few weeks and realising it's a mistake if you can help it. So it's much better to try and go out there, feel the culture, go and speak to some other people that you know, that you've already know, or we can put you in touch with, or other people, just to find out what it's like actually being on the ground day to day, not just what it's like being in the office. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. And a good point with regards to taxation, you know, make sure you really research the vehicle that you're going to use for your contracting. Very, very important.